Welcome back to Radiant Guardians. Please rock that like, subscribe and share for you, girl. I would really appreciate it. And as promised, I said that I'll bring to you a video with juicy information. So what I've got to share with you right now about this article is the abilities of extraterrestrials and galactic beings. Okay, so yeah, please rock the like, subscribe and share for you, girl, and share these videos far and wide, guys. Also to note, I have never told you this before, and I'm gonna bring it to you now and advise you. If you're watching these videos and you're learning everything from the information that I bring, please use your own discernment, do your own research, take what resonates for you, and let the rest go. Okay, whatever does not resonate for you, fine, let it go. But whatever does, take some notes down and write some questions down. If you have any questions, you can bring those questions to Ishmael Perez. Okay, and for those that don't know who Ishmael Perez is and you're watching my videos for the very first time, please go check out his channel. It's called The Real Ishmael Perez. That is his YouTube channel. So if you have any questions, that any of the information that I bring to you, and you've got questions really playing on your mind and in your heart, write those questions down and bring them to Ishmael Perez. Okay, because he will have the answers for you guys, and he knows a whole lot of stuff. Alright. Okay, also check out the description box down below. There you will find our Telegram group link and a link for meditation, and also a link to Ishmael Perez's website where you can find all of his courses. At the moment he's got a course going for $150 for 4 weeks, and you'll also find there his 2 books. He is the author of The Secret Government and also Our Secret, hold on a second, Our Cosmic Origin. Alright guys, let's delve into this information that I've got here for you. And you know, again, take some notes down. Alright, hold on a second guys, I'm just going to have a little drink, okay? Alright. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Okay, so let's delve into this article. Alright, this article gives us an overview of what the abilities of aliens, galactic family, or ETs are. They probably have a lot more, but this is what we know. It is important to understand how disadvantaged we are when facing these visitors. These are all abilities, technological and psychic, that we ourselves do not have any control over. Well, yeah, that'll be true. I mean, that is a question that you could ask Ishmael Perez about as well. So, you know, we might not have the abilities as extraterrestrials or other aliens, etc., galactic, starseeds, beings, ascended masters, whatever, what have you. But let me tell you something. We are ascending. We are going through all the ascension symptoms, and we are going through DNA activations. Alright? So, some of us have already activated that part of our DNA where we do have psychic abilities, telepathy, okay? The one that I would love to activate would be telekinesis. That'll be a lot of fun. But yeah. Okay, anyway, so let's delve into this, okay? Right, the universe is a vast. It is estimated that it is a diameter is about 100 billion light years. A recent July the 7th, 2023 study published in the Royal Astronomer Society in the United Kingdoms show that the universe is 26.7 billion years old, and not 13.7 as previously estimated. In our Milky Way galaxy alone, it is estimated that there are 300 million potentially habitable planets. Deep field images from the Hubble Space Telescope suggested that there are about 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. So these numbers are difficult to grasp, but they show that there must be a lot of intelligent life out there, and they have been around for a long, long time. They had plenty of time to develop very advanced technology compared to ours, based on a thorough understanding of physical laws, but also of the laws of energy, both on the physical level and on the higher dimensions. They have long figured out how to travel in the universe. This does not happen with rockets and propulsion systems we are familiar with. Physical travel, even close to the speed of light, would take too long to reach even the closest solar system. It is necessary to enter high dimensions where space and time is vastly different, and travel is almost instantaneous. Life is not limited to the physical worlds. The higher dimensional worlds are also inhabited by intelligent beings. They can move around the universe much easier and can also act from there on the physical level. For us humans, bound to the physical world, it is difficult to grasp what the nature of the aliens is, or how their technology works. Not all alien races are from the same place, and although the psychic abilities are shared by most of them, the technological abilities can vary. The abilities described below do not necessarily belong to every alien race. Our solar system is thought to be a third-generation solar system made of a recycled star stuff of previous star generations, and is about 4.6 billion years old. Humanity is only about 1 million years old, so we are of the kind new kids on the block. Right, spaceships. This will be interesting. And you know what, guys, I am learning this stuff as I go as well. So anything that I share with you here in my videos and bring all this information to you guys, this is all new to me as well. I'm learning as I go. I'm learning along with you guys. All right. So this is awesome information, and it just gives me goosebumps because I love education. I love learning about all this stuff. And you got to, right? You got to have an open heart. You know, your heart's got to be just open to learning all this information. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's talk about some spaceships here. All right, spaceships are not all the same. Some are physical, nuts and bolts. Vehicles, that is, they are constructed in the physical dimension. In order to travel through the universe, aliens have to have the technology to raise the vibration of the ship to the etheric dimension, in which distance does not exist. This is a non-local space time frame where one can travel instantly from one point in space to another. At the destination, the ship can then lower its frequency to become physical again. Some sources say that some of the physical spaceships when constructed, were directly materialized from either after the etheric blueprint was constructed with advanced physical technology. It is creation of matter from the ether energy. This allows to construct a spaceship that is made completely out of one piece and with extremely pure materials. Alright, others are etheric or astral ships. They are constructed in the etheric dimension from etheric substances that forms according to the thoughts of the beings that live on that planet or plane. This etheric vehicle responds totally to the thoughts of the occupants. The vibration of the etheric vehicle can be lowered in order to enter the physical dimension. Then it will be first visible to us as a light sphere, then as a metallic looking vehicle. In some cases it can become quite physical, tangible, after which they can go back to the etheric level. Wow, you guys. Very advanced spiritual beings construct and use spaceships that are made of high vibrational substances in the higher dimensions. Although they can travel through different dimensions, they do not appear into our physical dimension. It should be noted that experiences on board a ship that is etheric state or etheric realm are not necessarily the same as one would expect on a physical level, such as a ship that is based on cosmic laws that we are unfamiliar with. Alright, travelling without moving. Oh, that sounds really interesting. Okay, travelling without moving. Although space vehicles do not fly through space or through our atmosphere, they do not have propulsion systems that moves them along as with our airplanes. They actually use the non-local space-time frame to go from here to there instantly. That is the reason we see them suddenly appear and disappear, dropping down from the etheric level to the physical level and vice versa. This other kind of travelling is the reason for the otherwise incomprehensible movements such as right angles at high speed and the extreme high speeds themselves without creating supersonic shockwave and instant acceleration, as there is no friction with the air, and the flying straight into a mountain, the ground, or into water, as the vehicles are in a mass-less state when still present on the etheric level. It also explains why a UFO is at one spot and then suddenly is at another spot a mile away or two. The glowing lights associated with these vehicles are the result of a higher energetics involved, which create luminous plasma around the ship. When coming down from the etheric level, they can be visible but not detectable by radar, as they haven't acquired enough mass yet. The mode of travelling or going from one point in space to another is also employed with aliens and brings people on board with abductions or by invitation. Different extraterrestrials have different methods or technology to pluck humans from the surface of this planet. According to accounts from abductees, a UFO or spaceship can use a light beam to make a person weightless and then lift him or her up into the spaceship. Instantaneous transfers to a ship is also possible. There are accounts when two people were in front of a ship and one of them saw the other suddenly disappear. The next moment the first person found them or himself inside a ship next to the other. There are plenty of accounts where a person finds himself suddenly into a spaceship. It seems like instant teleportation. Alright, please rock that like, subscribe and share for you girl, would really appreciate it. Another rather unusual mode of entering a spaceship is described in a book called The Project at Earth by Nancy Illusory. The alien would project a doorway of light on their property, allowing for direct stepping into from their ship. It would first appear as a vertical beam of intense light and then widening into a rectangular form. Wow. And that's how these spaceships, you know, they have all these advanced technology. They are way more advanced than what we have here on planet Earth. And I do believe some of our military, like over in America, may have like spaceships that we don't even know about. But let's not go there, okay? Alright, let's keep going. Operating on both levels. Okay, here we go. As aliens or extraterrestrials have a profound knowledge of both the physical world and the etheric dimensions, they can travel, work, and act on both levels. When on the etheric level, they can perceive the subtle form of a human being and act on his subtle body. They can also take the subtle body of a human out of his physical body, like out of saying like having an out-of-body experience, okay, and then can interact and face-to-face with him. From the etheric level, they can make themselves physically manifest and visible to us, and then disappear again, going back to the etheric level. This applies also to their ships and any other kind of object. Alright, yes, just checking my time. What is my time? Yes, pretty good. So the sudden appearance and disappearance of both spaceships and aliens is due to lowering and raising of the vibration of ships and bodies. Both ships and beings can instantly disappear and appear at spot a little further away, as has been observed in some cases. As explained in the above, this is due to the fact that they can move through a non-local space-time frame. This implies that they can instantly move at any location on Earth or in the universe. There is no limited time, hold on a second, there is no limit to where they can suddenly appear and disappear again, as they have been seen doing this both in landscapes and inside houses. They have even appeared inside a car while a person was driving. Oh, well, that would just freak you out, wouldn't it? You're driving down the road and next minute your galactic brother or sister just appears in the car beside you. Alright. Yeah, let's just hope that doesn't happen. Okay, precognition. Alright. When one is on the etheric plane, one has access to information from the past, present, and the probable future. Thus, aliens usually know everything about your past and what will likely happen to you in the near future. Predictions about global events, often given by greys, are usually not accurate or do not happen at all. They are more of a warning to a bad behavior of humans. Okay, the projection of illusory forms. It has been observed many times that alien beings can appear as human beings, be it relatives of the witness or government officials. They can also appear as animals, such as deer that jumps in front of a car to make the driver stop and leave his vehicle. Often he is immediately confronted with a humanoid being, sometimes also disguised as a human being. Or he is abducted by the Greys. Small types of spaceships have been seen transforming into two light spheres, mimicking a car, following the car of the witness at night, and then transforming into a regular car, sometimes of an older model that passes the witness's car. Aliens seemingly change their appearances and their craft, but actually they are manipulating the mind of the witness to make him see or her see something different than what is actually there. And so, I've heard of stories where people have had encounters like this. They've experienced these kinds of things in their lives, where a couple, they were driving on a back road and they see a UFO up ahead and they see these lights and their car suddenly stops and everything stops, like all the electrical of the car just completely comes to a standstill. And the couple that were in their car, and this is a story that I heard, all right, the couple that were in their car, for some reason, they had passed out, sitting in their car. And when they came to, they were sitting in their car, okay, and the car was just running, the lights were on, there was no spaceship, but they remembered what they had seen, but they looked at their time and they lost something like about 2 hours. So what happened in 2 hours, right? But yeah, bizarre things like that happened, and that our alien brothers and sisters, they have the technology and the power to be able to do that. So yeah, I believe that can happen, and that they do have that technology and power to be able to put you in a trance, because they are more high vibing frequency, energy vibration than we are, right? They're in a higher dimension. They're anyway, but yeah, it can happen. Alright, but yes, please rock that like and subscribe. Alright, let's carry on. So Carla Turner termed it virtually reality scenario. The aliens can project an entire scenery into the human brain, mind, all senses included. It is so real that the person is convinced that a certain thing happened, while in reality it did not. So yeah, just as I was explaining, this couple driving on the back road, seeing a UFO, the car shuts down, everything just comes to a standstill, and they pass out. They come to, and they're still in their car, but it's been 2 hours. So yeah, I wonder what happened in the 2 hours that they had been passed out, right? Alright, this explains why one person sees a UFO or alien being, and the other person next to him does not see anything, or sees something quite different. Apparently some of the events during abductions are virtual reality scenarios. A virtual reality scenario can also extend to an entire perceived abduction event. Some people think that most of the abductions are actually virtual reality scenarios. Okay, wow, that is amazing. Alright, now, So that brings up the question of how much of alien encounters really happen physically, and how much are events projected into our brain and minds. That is a question for Ismail Perez, you guys. So take note of that. Alright, you might want to bring that question to him. Okay, so some abductees have stated clearly that their experiences took place when in an out-of-body state. These experiences then take place in the etheric world. In the etheric world, substances forms according to the thought of the being. Thus, an alien on this level can easily change his body form to that of a relative of the abductee in order to claim or calm him down. Some of the cryptic animals are most likely also illusory forms. For example, Bigfoot and Wolfman are frequently seen with UFOs nearby. Bigfoot have been shot point blank, but he didn't even blink. These cryptic animals can appear suddenly and disappear at spots, sometimes after becoming transparent. Sometimes they do leave footprints, so there is some physicality to it. They seem to be temporarily created forms, but they are not biological beings or animals. Their function seems to scare people away from a certain area where there is UFO alien activity. Alright, levitation. Okay, aliens can levitate living beings and objects. They emit a light beam from their craft to make a person weightless and pull him up into the craft. In some instances, even the car with the person inside is brought aboard this way. Aliens have been seen gliding down and up a light beam emitted from their craft. Once on the ground, these beings can also glide over the ground without touching it, although they are not inside that light beam anymore. When people are abducted inside their house, they also have seen the alien gliding instead of walking, and in some cases they made the abducted person glide too. Levitation in the UFO phenomenon is not limited in just making a person or object hover. Aliens can actually manipulate the person or object in any way they want. By creating weightlessness, they can control the movement regardless of gravitation. A few abductees have reported that their car was lifted off the road to avoid a collision and physically moved to a spot a little further down the road. This total physical control over a body, making it weightless and moving it around, was also observed by a person watching a cow mutilation. The person saw the little grey aliens throw the 1,000-pound cow on its side without any effort. Poor cow. Yeah, alright. Moving through solid matter. Alright, so now we get on to the subject of moving through solid matter, and this is really interesting. Alright, take note, don't forget, okay? Take down some questions that you might have, and then you can ask Ismail Perez all of these questions, okay? UFOs have been seen flying straight into mountains or into the ground. This suggests that they are in a higher vibrational, massless state. Aliens themselves are able to enter their vehicle by walking straight into it, through the wall of the ship. In abductions from the bedroom, they are usually seen entering and leaving through the walls of the house, or a closed window or door. They can make the abducted person go into the higher vibrational state in order to take him through the walls, or even the ceiling of his house and into nearby flying saucers. Wow, you guys. How amazing is that? I'm just blown away by that. That they have the technology where they can just take you through the ceiling, take you through the walls, take you in your whole vehicle or your car, whatever it is that you're in. So, wow, that is amazing advanced technology right there. And yeah, I'm just blown away by this information. Like I said, there are lots of questions here that you can ask Ismail Perez. So pick his brain, go for it. All right, paralysis. Oh, here's another interesting piece of information: paralysis. Although the term paralysis is commonly used with UFO abductions, paralytic is a better term, as it means apathy or wholly incapable of movement. Paralysis means the complete loss of voluntary control of part of a person's body. Aliens can make a person, oh my goodness, here we go. Aliens can make a person unable to move. This is a paralytic condition, as the person is sometimes standing or sitting when being hit by a light beam. But he is not paralyzed because he is still able to stand or sit upright and move his eyes. It is a way to incapacitate a person in order to prevent any undesired action from that part of the human. This can also happen when the abducted person is on board the ship. The same for the nighttime visit to a person's bedroom. When they want the person immobile while they perform their procedures on the person's body as well. Same for the onboard examinations, when the person lies on a table. Paralysis is just one part of a total control the aliens have over the brain and mind. Alright, that sounds creepy. Okay, guys. Oh my goodness. They might use technology for this, especially when paralysis is exerted from a large distance. But aliens are also able to induce paralysis by just staring at the person or making direct eye contact. Creepy. Oh my gosh. Control of the human body, mind. The other thing you need to have to totally control a living being, be it human or animal, is control over the brain or the nervous system. Aliens have shown they have total knowledge on how the brain works and how to manipulate it. As we just seen, they can immobilize us. They can enter our mind and read all our memories. They can also induce emotions, feelings, thoughts, all without consent. They do not necessarily be in close proximity to a person. They can do this from a long distance away. They can give a suggestion from a long distance away to leave the house and to drive to a certain remote location where their abduction takes place. The person himself has no idea that this suggestion was implanted. They can also induce a trance state in a person from a distance in order to prepare him for contact. In this trance state, they can make the person go anywhere they want. One could also call it a somnambulistic state. Somnambulistic state. Alright, that's a long word. It has been noted that people with lifelong ET contact with sleepwalkers in their childhood. They can erase our memories of an abduction or encounter. What people remember of an abduction is what they are allowed to remember. The blocking of memories is very effective. There are plenty of cases in which people have missing time with no UFO sighting before or after, while inside their house, or walking, biking, driving a car, ending up in unfamiliar surroundings, and they are absolutely clueless of what happened. When aboard a spaceship, aliens can implant post-hypnotic suggestions. In other words, they can program their victims to change their belief system, their habits, their everyday life. When a person is driving a car on a busy highway and is missing the memory of an hour or more, it is unlikely that it is abducted, or he or she is abducted. It looks more that his mind-body is taken over for whatever purpose. The person's mind is probably put aside and not in control, while an alien is taking over the body. Gee, you know what? I've had that experience. I've had an experience like one time, because I was living in the city, right? So I was living in the city, and I was going from one suburb to another suburb, and I would have had to go on the motorway, or in New Zealand we call it the motorway. In your country you might call it the highway or the freeway. So I remember that one time I was driving from one suburb in the city and I was going to another suburb, and I would have had to go on the motorway and to a certain place that I was going to. It would have been years and years ago, but I do remember that I was going to a certain place. The funny thing is that how I got there, and I kind of surprised myself when I arrived at my destination. I was so surprised that I sat in my car for like 3 minutes, going over in my thoughts, going over in my brain, like, how did I even get here? You know, how did I not crash coming here? So I'm pretty sure that some of you guys have had that experience. It's like, you know, you get to a certain place and then it's like, you know, I wasn't even paying attention to the road or driving there, right? Okay, anyway, I think you catch my drift. Okay, put aside and not in control while an alien is taking over the body. That's kind of scary and creepy. This might sound unbelievable. However, some abductees and contactees have said things to their friends or family members, but cannot remember to have said those things. It is as if someone else was talking through them. The control of the human brain is also used to make a person see, hear, experience things that are not there, as explained in the above virtual reality scenario. Alright, surgical abilities. Here we are taking primarily of the greys. Abductees have reported various surgical procedures, not only on their own bodies, but they have seen surgical performed on friends, families, members, or other people who were also present on board a spaceship. The greys have an extensive knowledge of the human body and have performed various medical procedures to heal abductees from a variety of alignment and diseases. Their medical technology is different than ours. They often use light beams resembling laser beams. The resulting cuts result in scars that are healed very fast without infections. Their surgery also extends to the so-called cattle mutations, although any other kind of animal have fallen under their knife too. Human mutations are known as well. The mutations are always done very fast and precise. Examinations by experts have revealed that the cuts were done surgically with high heat, suggesting a type of laser used, or it is said that the cuts are done between the cells of the tissues, separating the cells instead of cutting through the cells. We do not have that kind of technology that could do that. Alright, last but not least, inducing out-of-body experiences. In some cases, the person first found himself out of his body as evidenced by seeing his own body lying in bed, and was then abducted by aliens in a spaceship. Such as abduction event then solely takes place on etheric levels. The OBE out-of-body experience can also be induced when the person is in a car. In some cases, the abduction takes place on a physical level, and once inside the ship, the abductee has an out-of-body experience. Alright guys, man, that was just awesome. Loved it, all of that information. And I really hope that you guys got something from that. That was just mind-blowing. I love it. I love it. And also remember, take some notes down, guys, and bring those questions to Ishmael Perez. If you have to, go back and watch my video again and have a good listen. Take down some notes. Bring those questions to Ishmael Perez, because he will have all the answers for you. And yeah, it was just great information. I said we're going to go down some really deep rabbit holes here, and as promised, I'm going to bring that to you, and it might be for this entire month, and I'll probably bring other things to you as well. But our main ones is just learning so much about the advancement and technology of high performance UFOs and flying saucers, spacecraft and everything. And that's why I do believe, and I know that a lot of us, you know, starseeds, wayshowers and light workers out there, we all know that we can never be taken aboard a ship to be rescued off the planet. It's only because they are high radiation technology, and we may end up with rashes, burns, and loss of hair and things like that, because we won't even have special suits to protect our body. Now think about this too, that if there is like 8 billion human beings that needed to be rescued, just for an example, 8 billion, right, to be rescued of planet Earth, where would they get all of those suits to suit up 8 billion people in a very short time? Yeah, because I mean, like I was saying before, they have high technology, they have radiation coming off of their spaceships and everything like that, and it can have a huge effect on our physical avatar, our bodies. Also, yeah, just quickly drop this in there. I remember reading a story about the covenant, right? The covenant is kind of like this big massive machine, and you will find that in the Bible, because it's written in the Bible about the covenant is kind of like it has high radiation, right? And it had to be covered in some kind of material, so that, because if without this material covering it, it killed a whole city of people. It made people, sick. It made people collapse and pass out and die and things like that. So there's a story written in the Bible about this this type of machine and covenant, and apparently, I think the Vatican got their hands on it. I'm not sure if that's actually true, and that they hid it underground somewhere in a safe place somewhere. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that our flying saucers, UFOs, and spaceships and crafts are all made from that same technology. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there anyway. But use your own discernment, do your own research, let your fingers do the walking, and yeah, only take what resonates for you. Okay, guys, really wanted to bring that information to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, please bring all your questions to Ishmael Perez if you have any, and don't forget, check out the description box down below. You'll find a link there to our Telegram page and also a guided meditation, and you'll also find a link to Ishmael Perez's website where you can go check out his courses. At the moment he's got a course going for $150, and it's for 4 weeks, and he has 2 books, The Secret Government and Our Cosmic Origin. Alright guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your support and continued support. And I will see you on the next video. So take care. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. Bless you. Guys, bless you so much. Alright? Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay well. Keep hugging trees. Going out for nature walk. And doing everything that you can. Right? Doing the inner work, raising your energy, frequency, vibration. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Namaste. Alright guys, bye. See you on the next video. Bye.